Hello Pixels, welcome to this little quick video with regards to the healing blog post that I've just put on jpblog.co.uk. I'm just going to show you guys how to actually fix edges on things without getting that horrible blur. So if we get stuck in, you'll notice that if you try to actually heal from inside something to an edge, you get this fog, as I like to call it. Some people call it a blur, a smudge. I just kind of, it's just not nice, and it's not the correct kind of technique for being able to fix these areas. So how you can fix them instead is very, very simple. Simply sample from somewhere clean on the edge. So I'm going to pick in the center here, and make sure your brush size goes above and below what you're trying to sample to save yourself time. Match up the lines, and then just paint over. I'll do it again for you. Sample somewhere clean, right on the hard edge. Make sure you line up the edges, and then paint across. Sample, paint. Sample, paint. And you can fix edges really quickly, really easily with this technique. Obviously it's just demonstration purposes, but you can clearly see how you can quickly clean up edges. With something bigger, like below, the technique is exactly the same. What you want to do is pick a sample point. I'd pick in the middle here. Make sure your brush goes above and below. Sample, and I'll zoom in. Match up the top. Don't worry about matching up the bottom, because we can excuse me, let me resample, because we can fix the bottom after. Paint across, and then sample again, match up the top, paint across. And to deal with the perspective, there's a couple of ways we can do it. My first port of call would probably be Control-T or Command-T if you're on a Mac. I'm going to select the healing here before I press Control-T, because otherwise it will select the things at the top, which we did a minute ago. So with Control-T pressed, you can hold Control or Command to click on these points, and you can shift the edges to make sure they fit correctly. If these marching ants are proving frustrating to be able to see the edges, you can press Control or Command H to hide them and make sure everything is lining up. So I can see here there's still kind of it's a bit lower. So press Control H again. Now I can see it lines up relatively well. And then when you're done, simply hit Enter, and then Control or Command D to deselect, and then you can fix edges really, really quickly. One thing to be aware of when doing this is repeat patterns. So for example, immediately I can see you have this little bright spot here is the same down here. So make sure you go through and take some time to clean up all of the differences. Here, the major issue is that the sample point wasn't matched on the line. That was my fault. It's actually really hard to do videos while talking. So what you'd have to do is go back through and fix the line to make sure the line actually matches up all the way through. I prefer using a mouse for this type of thing, because it's I find that using a Wacom will actually move it by a pixel or so as I lower the brush, which can cause issues like that. And that's how you can go about fixing these types of sections. Thanks so much. If you enjoyed the content, share the blog with your friends on Facebook, invite people to come along and leave suggestions in the comments, because I'm going to be basically creating content catered exactly to what you guys are asking for. Thanks so much.